What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Topics with Becky. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with energetic cleansing. This just came to me right now. I was like, you got to talk about this. I said, okay. So here I am, guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And I just want to thank you to all of my OGs, my new Gs, my returning viewers, my new viewers, anybody that has come and support my channel. My prayers that you guys find a place of security, safety, and home here. Know that you guys are accepted as you are in this now moment. And that, I just hope that these videos fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to take back your power, to always use your discernment, your intuition, and to make the choices that best serve you on your highest path, your journey. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Spiritual cleansing. So I feel like this is something that is so important for this journey, for myself. And yeah, we're going to go into story time here, guys. For myself, I definitely am a highly acute empath, and so I absorb a lot of people's energies, and so I have to spiritually cleanse myself a lot. And I had to learn how to do it on my own. Like, I tried to find people who could teach me, but really you have, I will give you guys some examples, but at the end of the day, I want you guys to know that it is different for each one of us. And it's like, you have to use those examples to find the way that best works for you. So you can follow in those footsteps for a while until you feel a little bit more comfortable and open, listening to your intuition and what's going to work best for you guys. Now, for myself, the space that I inhabit, and if you guys notice, there's a different background behind me. I actually have space now. In a situation right now where I have my own area, and I had to make it so it was mine. And so when I was offered this space, I had to come in and do some energetic cleaning. And what does that energetic cleaning entail? Well, it entails cleaning, right? Like, number one, let's clean the area, because that starts getting the energy moving, the chi moving, the fluidity around the room, opening windows, right? Opening the blinds, letting the sun in. And then on top of that too, I burn candles. I put them down here. See, I have candles, tons of candles, guys. I burn candles. And when I do the energetic cleansing, I say a prayer into the candle, because as the candle burns, it will release that prayer into the space. And I always talk about, just making sure that the space is filled with nothing but light and love. I banish all negative energies. I release all negative energies from the space. I bring in cleansing, cleaning energies. And then I ask for the angels to be placed at each corner of the room. This is what I do, okay? And why it's so important, because when you guys start doing this, I've done this for 3 years now, religiously in space, and it doesn't matter. I'll do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. It depends on how I feel. It depends on how the space feels, right? And you'll know when your energy starts to alter a little bit, or maybe you've carried a little bit too much negative energy into your own space without realizing it, and you got to let that shit go. You'll know. Incense. Right, I burn incense. I just have my incense are out in the RV. I gotta go get them. And so incense are a good way to clean space, and just sitting in prayer, making sure your altar's set up, and sitting in prayer with your altar. And, that's whatever your altar is. I think people think, oh, that's a witch's thing. Like, no. Your altar is just a space that you make where you can go and sit silently in prayer, or speak in prayer, whether that's you have a cross set up with candles, or whether that's you have the elements set up, or whether that's you have certain precious things or pictures of your ancestors set up. Whatever it is, it has to resonate with you. It's not, don't be afraid of something that actually helps you focus your prayer. And I bring this up for those of you that are religious, right? Because I don't practice religion, I practice spirituality, but in my spirituality, I have learned how important religion is becoming religious with our rituals, right? Whatever they are. And so I feel like it's so important that if you need to spend time with God, it's important for you to set up a place of prayer that's going to help you focus on that energy, focus on that love that God gives to us, right? I call my God source. So it's really right? It's not anything different. It's just that you have to find that space so that you can really hone in. And whether that's you've got a Bible set out, or whether you have, and for those of you that do that, book of spells, it doesn't matter. I'm not here judging you on based on what it is that you practice, because we all have our own way. And that's why I said at the beginning of this video, you really have to make it your own. I'm not here to judge you because you practice Wicca, and I'm not here to judge you because you're a Catholic. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. Your religion, is your freedom, and you got to choose what's right for you. Everything in between, it's all accepted, because we're all praising a higher power. At the end of the day, does it really matter what the next person does? No. And it's okay if you believe it does. I'm just saying that you don't have control over how another person practices. And so this to me is a very important ritual, because it is through prayer that we find our answers. 5:55 on the clock as I said that. It is through prayer that we find our strength. It is through prayer that we find our clarity in life, and we're able to move fluidly throughout this heavy, heavy 3D world. But if you're going home every day and you're just turning on the TV and you're like, oh no, I'm on the journey. Like, I'm on the religious journey. I'm on the spiritual journey. But as soon as you get home, all you do is you kick off your shoes and you grab a bag of chips and you go turn on the TV and you watch TV until you make dinner. You make dinner, you eat dinner. You're still watching TV. You're on your phone. You're doing all these things. Like, you're not spending time with the one thing that matters, and that's with Source. Like, you can say you're on the journey, but are you making time every day to spend with Source? Like, I go on prayer walks in the morning and I will walk my dog. And while I'm walking my dog, I spend time in prayer with Source out in nature, because it's so important to be with the Creator and the created. And that brings us into a space of truly being able to see our own energy through the eyes of the divine. And so our spiritual cleansing comes in play when you start to feel out of sorts, right? Like, I give that example about watching Netflix, because we're all guilty of it. I'm not saying I've never done that. No, we're all guilty of it. Shit, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm guilty. I've done that too, right? Like, I'm not over here like, oh, no, shoot, guys. I tell you guys things that I've learned about myself, that I've had to heal about myself and change about myself, that have helped me out greatly on this journey. And I bring that up because you guys will start to embody whatever energy it is that you're watching. So say you only like to watch horror shows. Well, after a while, that's going to weigh on your psyche and your energetic field, because it's like, you're going to feel like you got to be paranoid all the time. You're going to feel like you got to be like constantly on guard all the time. Like, what's going to happen? Or like you're constantly watching cop shows where everybody's out to get everybody else. Like, you're going to think that the whole world is out to get you, rather than drawing away from that weird energy. Because that is weird energy, right? Because it's not yours in the first place. And that's what makes it weird. It's a foreign energy because it's somebody else's energy. And then think about the egregore that goes on with that. You have millions of people watching that same show, and then that's just compounding this energy on top of it. And so it, like, that belief overtakes you, right? And so in order for you to get away from that, you have to draw away. And so the best way to energetically cleanse, in my own opinion, what I have found to spiritually clean, is to move things around, right? Like, if you've had things the same way for a while, start to move things around. You're going to start to feel space being made. And then in that space that's being made, once you get things the way that you want them, to sit in silence with your own thoughts. I know that this is scary, and I know that this is hard to do. If you do this for 5 minutes and you're starting to get fidgety, I get that. I really get that. I meditated religiously morning and night for 3 years, and I still sometimes am so human that I still get fidgety after 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, like, this is really uncomfortable. Like, and it's just because you're like, that is Source, Spirit, God, whatever. That is Source bringing out that blockage that's within you, or that energy that's not yours, trying to help bring that up, because it's only once you observe that from an outsider's perspective that you're able to really, truly let that go. Being sure that you are cleansing your space. Open the windows. Even if it's wintertime, open the windows. Get some fresh air in, right? Breath is life. Prana is life. Like, without the breath in our lungs, like, where would we be, right? 6 feet under and pushing up daisies, guys. Come on. Breath is prana. It's life. It's everything. So open the windows. Let the light in, right? The light chases the shadow away. So if you guys feel like there's a lot of negativity in your life right now, go around and open up all your blinds, right? It will help chase out the darkness in the room. Yes, I know these might seem like metaphors, but you guys will feel a shift around you guys when this happens. I don't know why I needed to talk about this now, but I feel like there is a lot of you guys that needed this confirmation or that needed this guidance right now. And so I'm not going to question it. Source does what Source does, and Source asks what Source asks. And I'm just the servant here doing what Source is asking me to do. So let's bring it, guys. Let's bring it. So, don't be afraid to pray over your candles. Even for those of you that practice, Christianity and Catholicism, any of those, right? Muslim, whatever. Spoken word is the most powerful thing that we have. If you read any part of the Bible, he spoke it and then it came to be. It's because that is a reminder that everything that slides from our tongue can either kill us or it can enliven us. And that's everybody. So making sure that whatever it is that you speak words of love, not trying to put back that negative energy onto the people who sent it to you in the first place. So like, if you guys know that it was somebody who went out of their way to like curse you or something like that, don't send the curse back. Rather, spend time saying, can I send this back in a way of unconditional love so that this person will learn the lesson that they're meant to learn in this time? That is love. Learning lessons. I feel like people think that part of this journey, learning lessons, is such a terrible part of this journey. And yeah, it doesn't feel the best when we're learning a really hard lesson. My ear is ringing right now. It just went like crazy. So they're saying warning. They said this is a warning because some of you guys want to send curses back and you want to curse other people, and they're saying this is a warning. They said, no, it's not. We have to come away from cursing others. Learning lessons are hard, but to send love is to ask them to learn their lesson, right? To send love is to ask them to learn what they need. It was 12:21 on the clock. They need that in this now moment. So don't be afraid to send that energy back. Be like, can I send back the unconditional love of Source? Can I send back the unconditional love of God? Can I send that back to them and pray that they find peace? Pray that they find serenity, find that they find guidance, humility, love, inner peace, right? Some people aren't going to get this. Some people are going to be like, oh no, they messed me up, I'm going to mess them up, and some people just live on revenge. And we're trying to bring you out of this energy of trying to get back at everybody, because it's not about getting back at everybody. It's about taking what you need from that situation and converting that back into true unconditional love and allowing that to spread around the world right now. 13:13 on the clock. I think I'm going to stop putting intros on my videos so that you guys, the synchronicities match up, because I feel like there's power in that. Source is making a very big statement here. But I felt like I needed to talk to you guys about this today, so I've already had a lot going on. I'm sending you guys out so much light and love. I hope that this helps. You're just going to have to try different rituals in cleaning your space, or different prayer methods in cleaning your space. But just know that when you find something that works for you, don't be afraid to use that. Like, that means that that's the best, highest, most direct path for you guys to start opening a channel to Source energy to get those messages for your own journey, okay? I love you guys. You guys are doing wonderful, and I thank you so much for allowing me your precious asset, your time. I'm going to get out of here. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.